Hello, Brian the Fanboy here, and today I'm going to talk about Tom and Jerry. Now, my first memory of Tom and Jerry was from a video cassette that my parents bought for me when I was around 4 or 5, I think. It was a cassette of all Tom and Jerry cartoons. Of course, I didn't know they were all cartoons at the time, but I did watch it and enjoy the all the cartoons I saw. And then after I got a TV in my room, I started watching the old Tom and Jerry cartoons that were airing on TV, mostly on weekday afternoons. I have seen them in the living room as well in the third house I remember living in, but mostly I remember watching them in my room. Of course, my favorite Tom and Jerry cartoon was, of course, it was the one where when Tom was falling with another female cat again, and well, this little green devil came and reminded Jerry of all the trouble he'd been through because of what happens every time Tom falls in love with a female cat. And after remembering all those, it's mostly like a clip show, but yes, after Jerry remembered all those trouble he went through, he was about to ruin Tom's chances with his female cat. Of course, by the time before Jerry got around to it, he found a female mouse, and he fell in love with her. And the little green devil was upset because his plans was ruined. And he complained about women or dames, as he referred to them as. But then he changed his mind when a female of his species appeared. And well, as a kid, I really liked that cartoon because I thought that was so funny. And well, of course, my favorite Tom and Jerry series was, of course, the Tom and Jerry show. You see, I think I remember in the first two episodes of that series, Tom and Jerry were competing against each other in sports. But I think by the end of the second episode, or maybe around the third episode, they realized the benefits of working together, and for the rest of that series, Tom and Jerry were competing in sports together as a team. And as a kid, I kind of liked it because you know how they went from enemies to friends. And of course, living in the fourth house in we were living in back in Chelmsford, which was Massachusetts, I did see the show Tom and Jerry Kids. And yeah, I think I did see that at the relative's house one time, but not a full episode. But I did watch Tom and Jerry Kids weekday afternoon. And this was around the time when a lot of Hanna-Barbera cartoon characters had, when they appeared on TV as children. I mean, we had not only the Tom and Jerry Kids, but also have the Flintstone Kids, Puppet Scooby Doo, and JoJo the Joe. Yeah, it was some kind of a trend was going on at the time, but anyway, I did enjoy watching Tom and Jerry Kids when I was a kid, and then I learned about the Tom and Jerry movie, and I was excited to go to the theater to see it, and by the time I was about to the theaters, with my aunts and my two of my aunts and a cousin of mine. Well, by the time we got there, tickets were sold out, and because I was a kid at the time, I started crying because I really wanted to see the movie. I mean, with both the Free Willy was available, but I didn't want to see Free Willy. I wanted to see Tom and Jerry. I mean, Tom and Jerry movie, I mean. And, well, eventually I got over it. However, when I was in middle school, at least I can't remember if I was 13 or 14, but I did find the Tom and Jerry movie on video cassette. Of course, when I was about to rent it, I rented the wrong cassette. It was another video of all Tom and Jerry cartoons, and not the one I had, but it was other cartoons. But then for the next week, I rented the movie I wanted, and I finally could see it. And I was surprised I had that I didn't expect. See, in that movie, Tom and Jerry talked. I mean, For years, I never, all the time watching the old cartoons, I never heard any of the Tom and Jerry either talk. Well, except for Tom, but he didn't much have a conversation. He was like, it was just a rare occasion, like when he was saying, "Don't you believe it?" There was one line he said in one of the old cartoons, but mostly during the old cartoons, they never really talk. And then, of course, yeah, I mean, yes, sorry, I mean, can you imagine my reaction if I saw that scene was a kid? Man, that would have been something. I mean, I don't know how would I reacted, but if I saw that scene was a kid in theaters, well, I don't know what would happen. And anyway, and then when I was in high school, I did see the series, the Tommy Jerry Tales, which which is kind of surprised because I was talking was expected. Oh, but sorry, I forgot. Before I saw that series, well, in Cartoon Network, the TV show Toonheads, they had kind of like in a special episode for Tom and Jerry where they talk about the history, and I learned a lot about those characters. Like for one thing, they were the first characters created by William Hanna and Joseph Barbera. And when I learned that the cartoon Boots and Boots, which is the first one, well, it turns out that after the release that cartoon, they were told not to make another Cat and Mouse cartoon, but I think they were changed their minds or something because the next one uh, started at the end. But of course, it must explain why in the first Tom and Jerry cartoon, Tom was called Jasper. And also, it was Jerry was Frederick Jinx, but even though he was never referred to by name on screen. Now, back to Tom and Jerry Tales. I uh, I did see some episodes when I was in high school. It was Saturday mornings on the Fox Box, and it was all right. Yes, I guess when I got older, it wasn't much interesting for me to watch at least kid shows, except for Power Rangers. But I'll talk more about that in another video. And yes, I did the reruns of Tom and Jerry Tales on Boomerang on Cartoon Network. No, no, it wasn't only yet, but I think it was on Cartoon Network as well. And I know about the animated Tom and Jerry movies, unlike the one in the theaters, or at least the one on this was a kid, they never talk. Actually, I mean, I think some of them were original or parodies of other movies. And there were also Tom and Jerry movies where they were pushed into older movies like Tom and Jerry and the Wizard of Oz or Tom and Jerry and the Chocolate Factory. They just put them in there. Oh, and speaking of Tom and Jerry, next year, the year 2020 will be the 80th anniversary of Tom and Jerry. Hopefully, by then I'll be able to do something special for, that time. I think I'm gonna do it in February, but I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do. But anyway, if you are interested in watching any Tom and Jerry cartoons, whether old or current, if they're making one current, I do not know. But you can check them out on VRV, which they have a lot of shows by Hanna-Barbera. And like I said before, I am not paid by Hanna-Barbera, Warner Brothers, or VRV. I'm just sharing you what you know. And I think that's all I can say for now, and I'll see you next time. Bye.